Are you gonna do the knock or what?
Oh, I had to knock?
It's just like Thordy, but it's
I thought you were gonna, okay.
Yeah.
Let me do it.
Just why not?
I didn't know you were gonna.
Hello.
Hey.
Lua, back in the house.
Back in the house. Let's go.
Back in the house.
Don't run.
Lua.
Don't run. Okay, take 3.
She's a runner, she's a track star. She go run away when it gets hard. Welcome to my home. Hello, welcome to this video. I thought it'd be really fun to do an update on the house. I personally am super chismosa when it comes to other people's houses. I love seeing like the nitty gritty, like the new shit, the old shit. I just am so chismosa when it comes to everybody's house on the internet. So I figured there might be some of you like me out there with burning curiosity, and a lot of changes have happened. So let's get into it, baby. Strap on. I'm gonna show you some changes throughout the house. I'm also gonna show you the garage gym, which I haven't shown you before. And I'm gonna show you a bunch of new stuff that got added throughout the house, throughout the outside, and I'm gonna give you some tea. Let's get into it. So decorating this home has obviously been like the first large space that I've decorated. So along the way, there's gonna be things that are gonna need to be swapped out and that aren't really gonna match the vision that came to mind, you know what I mean? So we saw this TikTok and it kind of broke down rug sizes and how they actually play a larger role in the overall aesthetic in the space than one might think. So the old rug that was here was literally this exact print, but it was the wrong size, and it made the entire dining area feel smaller and appear smaller because the chairs, like when you would pull them out, they would come off of the rug, and basically the rug was just far too small for the space. So this rug has been swapped out for the bigger version of itself, and that small little change made this whole entire dining room feel more grandiose. Another thing that I found on this journey of home decor, if that's what you want to call it, it kind of never ends. This has been one of my new escapades that bring me joy, and it is planters, pots, whatever you like to call it. These just came in. These are from CB2, and I have yet to decide if I want them to be an indoor situation or an outdoor situation because I feel like this would be gorgeous outside. I'm getting a phone call.
Delivery service for Pottery Barn. Press 0 to continue.
Okay, so I guess I ordered something off of Pottery Barn. I think that was more pots, funny enough. I haven't decided if they look, or if I want them to go inside or if I want them to go outside, because I feel like a lot of these outside by the pool make it look bougie, resort, luxe, amazing. But then it's like, these are kind of expensive, and then I kind of want to show them off a little bit more inside the house. I don't know, I'm conflicted. Let me know what you think actually in the comments. Side note, these little braids that I did in the front of my hair, they were supposed to be why TK inspired it, and now I feel bald. I feel bald. Anyways, kitchen area is pretty much the same as the last time I've done one of these video situations, but while we're here, let me talk to you about some kitchen things that have been making me happy. So, Henny and I have recently got into juicing, and I feel like we were reluctant for a long time to actually embark on the juicing journey because I think somebody had suggested us a juicer and it was like something like $600 or something crazy. So I'm like, as fun as juicing sounds in theory, like I just don't want to spend $600 on a machine. So this one was either 60 or $100, we're not sure, don't quote me on it, but obviously a lot less expensive than something around $600. And this juicer has been bringing me so much joy. I never thought I'd be a juice person. Like a juicer person seemed intense, you know what I mean? Like seems like why not just go buy a juice somewhere, but they're always like $12. And now doing them is really fun, and I recommend trying it. The only thing that I will say is that the cleanup is a little bit dramatic. Like every time you make a juice, you have to like scrub the fruit out. I'm not gonna keep boring you with this. Why am I going on such a long tangent about a juicer? Let's move on to something more interessant. It does remind me though, I will try to link the specific things that I talk about, and I will try to link dupes, because I got you. As far as this breakfast nook area goes, again, it's pretty much the same. Nothing too dramatic has changed, but it does bring me to my next point. Welcome to my next point. Okay, so something that was a bit of a learning curve, but I'm glad that I had the whole like up and down and figured it all out. When furnishing this house, I kept feeling like I had to fill every space and every table had to have something on it. Like for example, this white countertop. For the longest time, we would place the most random things there, like a tray, just to put something there. And then on the breakfast nook, like we would put these like salt and pepper shakers and like just random knickknacks, or what I call bulia. I don't know where bulia came from, it's a made up word. I think it might be like Spanish slang or something, but it was full of bulia, you know? So one of the lessons that we have learned in this process is less is really more. So this table behind the couch, we used to try to fill it with the most random shit. Like on the weekends, we would try to go just like grab random decorative things and like throw it there so it would feel complete. But what we've kind of realized is less is more, and we've consolidated things to be a little bit more neat. And I really am appreciating the beauty of emptiness, blankness, openness. Baby, less is more. This is a side note, but everybody talks about fasting, intermittent fasting or whatever, so I'm trying it today to see if it's the right thing for me. And I don't know if it's making me funnier or delirious. Back to the home decor. I do want to switch this coffee table. I feel like this red tone coffee table makes no sense here anymore. So if you have any ideas of what I should put there, please let me know, because it doesn't do it for me anymore. Okay, let's go to the bedroom. How could I forget this beautiful tree that is dying? Did you hear that? That was literally a leaf falling down as I said that it's dying. Maybe she just needs a little positive reinforcement. You're doing amazing, sweetie. But did you hear that you're actually like supposed to talk to your plants? Apparently it helps them grow. But anyways, I thought it'd be a great idea for this beautiful tree to be in the corner, give it a lot of drama, but she's dying. And they told me at the plant store she's an indoor plant, like she'll be okay. And I fell for it, and now she's dying. Now in the bedroom, I'm unsure if a lot of things have changed. Oh, wait, yep, I got this beautiful plant. I got this at a local nursery, so it's nothing too crazy or special. The pot was also from that like random local place. It's not from a fancy furniture store or anything like that. But the change that I do really want to make in here, like I'm always getting constantly inspired by other people's homes, and I saw, oh, whose house was it? It was either a YouTuber or like a B-list celebrity. It's tough to say, but that's definitely what it was. But I saw like a picture of someone's house, and instead of having the comforter like this, like neatly tucked in, not neatly, I didn't make the bed for you today, but typically this is like neatly tucked in. The vibe that I want to go for it with the new comforter is something like this, something that is intentionally just like big and draped over and comfy looking and makes you kind of just want to like jump in the bed, because it's just like boom. Here I am, jump in me, like not something that's so perfectly manicured, but something that's a little bit more like plush and welcoming and inviting, like come on, jump in bed, you know you wanna. For the longest time, there was nothing covering this window, and I would be so scared that the neighbors were like watching me shower. So finally got some blinds. Also, I put the fig tree from the living room in here, and she's doing all right. She might need a new pot, and she definitely needs her sticker to be removed. How did I let that slide? So adding these skincare shelves here was definitely more of a choice for functionality and less for aesthetics. Like, I don't think, honestly, this is the prettiest thing in the world. I don't think it's ugly, but I think it looks, you know, a little bit more like bulia, like clustery. Like, I'm not obsessed with how this looks, but I am obsessed with how functional it is and how experimental I get to be with my skincare, because I can actually see everything as opposed to it being down under in a cabinet. And especially with the amount of skincare that I get, the PR that I get, plus I'm just like super into skincare, it can get easy to lose products in shelves and drawers, and that is why these are here. Also, I feel like I've been doing this for like a while now. It's kind of like a staple when I do things. I've put glass skincare shelves in apartments before, as you I'm sure remember, so it felt fitting to put them here, and I like them. Like, I honestly love the skincare shelves on either side. Now, what I did add a lot to is the closet, and ooh, I cannot wait to show you this one. I cannot wait. So a third layer was added to this closet, and there is 3 levels. You may be wondering, how the hell do you reach your clothes? I have a cute little wooden ladder, and it does the job. I also have those like store hanger things like that they use in the stores to physically pull down an article of clothing, but this has been great, honestly. Also, can we give it up for how color coordinated everything is? Like, organization is thriving, but the real kicker in this closet that changed the game was this custom built-in for the shoes. So when I moved in, it would stop at around that shelf. So we built more, and we built this like round custom thing to be able to fit more shoes. I just love it. Now I feel like I can just keep getting shoes, and now they'll all have a place to fit. So we've been really focusing on decluttering. Like, if I had to put one word on the main objective in this house as of late. It's been decluttering, decluttering, decluttering. So if you're doing a similar thing in your space, I highly recommend just picking one zone that all the bulia goes to. For us, it's this hallway, and this is kind of like where things come to die, but they just kind of chill there till we figure out if they're getting donated, if they're being given to a friend, or what the deal is, but it all goes into one space. So instead of just having random shit everywhere that you're like, I don't know what I want to do with it yet, so I'll just keep it in its spot. Like for example, this dog bed, like we know we want to get Lua a new dog bed, and we could just keep it in her same spot and be like, yeah, we're gonna get a new dog bed, but it's never gonna happen if you don't physically remove it from the space. So that's why this looks like this, but honestly, it's helpful. Okay, now welcome to the home gym, or as I like to call it, the 12330 gym. I even have this 12330 neon sign to match. I can link below for you where I got this sign from because it's honestly tea and it was not expensive. So this gym had to be completely rethought yesterday because we realized that the entire garage is on a slope, and that cage behind me was literally lopsided, and every single squat that we were doing with weight was lopsided, which is definitely really bad for your back. But I can give you a quick rundown of what we got in here, because I don't know if I've ever done a gym tour, and if I have, I guess this is redundant content, but I really don't think I ever have. So here we go. Okay, first things first, I'm the realist. No, first things first, don't judge me for being so cluttery, because literally all this was moved around yesterday. So everything is in its spot, but things need to be tidied up, like what is going on over there. But anyways, let's discuss. So first things first that we added in here was these mirrors. I believe they're from Home Depot. All this is getting organized in about 2 weeks. So right now it is honky, honky, honky. We got these mirrors. I believe these are from Home Depot, and we wanted to do an LED strip around one of them. This is a Philips Hue LED strip, and it's really cool. I can control it from my phone, make it whatever color I want. These are also Philips Hue lights. I can make them whatever color I want, which really makes it fun to spice up the workouts. Like, do you want to work out in a red, scary looking dungeon? Do you want to work out in a tropical sunset inspired red, orange, blue situation? Like, we can really change it up in here, and that's really fun. The 12330 sign that I told you about. This is a cage from Rogue. This is where I do my weighted squats, and Tenny does a bunch of workouts that I don't know the names of. Bench press, I don't know. To be 100% honest with you, this is my treadmill. I do 12330 on her. A lot of people ask me what treadmill I have. This is not sponsored. I wish it was sponsored. I can't believe I don't have a treadmill sponsorship at this point, but this is a Soul treadmill, and it's, I believe, the cheapest one that inclines further than 12, so that's why I made that choice. This is kind of like a stretching area. We had to get like the thickest yoga mat for a long time. I had a thin yoga mat, and that was another learning curve. Like, you might as well get a really thick one and be basically on a bed. This right here is my booty machine that I use to do my hip thrusts. This is weight rack, me acting like I know the names of gym equipment. This is a bench, and this is the gym. Yay, glad we did all that. But yeah, I guess the main thing that changed in here was us not realizing that the gym was on a slant, which is terrible for your back. So now this is the new arrangement. The slant will not affect the workout anymore, and that's that on that. This next area is probably what I'm most, why is this lighting so odd? Okay, this next room is probably what I'm most excited to show you about. But first, a word from our sponsors. Guys, I love HelloFresh. It honestly makes cooking so much fun. We do so many fun recipes. They save us a lot of time. We don't even waste food because you're using exactly what you need. And last year they donated 4 million meals, and they're committed to doing it again this year. We've been using HelloFresh for like 2 years now. We love it. Here are some of the other meals that we've made. Just thinking about them, my mouth is watering, but it's a great way to save time and skip the trip to the grocery store. And it's also flexible if you want to change your plan, skip a week or whatever. It's very easy. This came out so good. Shout out to HelloFresh. Honestly, like, when would I ever make a meal like this if it wasn't for HelloFresh? They make it so easy to get creative in the kitchen, to learn new recipes, to try new things. It's delicious. It's easy. It shows up at your doorstep. And the instructions are so easy. It's literally picture instructions. It can't get any easier than that. So I always recommend HelloFresh. I love it. And that's the tea. Thank you, HelloFresh. You can go to HelloFresh.com and use my code Giraldo12 to get 12 free meals, including shipping. This next room is probably what I'm most excited to show you about, because a lot of fun was had in here to make this room possible, and that's what it's all about. Like, honestly, just have some fun. And I feel like the perfect place to have PHUN is the guest bedrooms, because kind of who cares, you know what I mean? Like, do whatever you want, go crazy. So we had this extra guest bedroom in here, and it was really cute, decorated really simply, clean, simple, adorable, but we found that like we don't really have guests all too often, and we could still keep the room as a guest room but add a purpose to it. Like, let's give it some life. We created a meditation room in the guest room that I'm so excited to show you. Here she is in all her glory. This room makes me so happy. So basically, this collection of plants is a bunch of random ass plants that we had from the rest of the house that we did not know what to do with. And we're like, okay, well, instead of just getting rid of them, let's throw them all into one room and make a meditation station. This one looks a little sad. We need to give her a little bit more life. And this, which we call the treasure chest, has a bunch of things to stretch out your back, roll out your back while meditating. Overall, it's a room for wellness, for no drama, and I love it in here. I'm gonna keep this room quick and to the point because literally who cares, but this is another guest room that's basically Lua's room. That's her crate over there. We like to put a blanket on top of it so she could feel cozy. This is a bear that we're trying to get rid of that I bought for a Valentine's Day shoot, but this still brings me to my next point. Welcome to my next point. Hello. So when we got Lua, one of my boundaries, I guess you could call it, was I don't want dogs in the bed. Like, I don't want to sleep with a dog in the bed, and I don't want the dog to think they could just jump up on the bed whenever they feel like. What if their paws are dirty? I don't want dog hair in the bed. Like, for me, sleep is very sacred, and I just don't want any animal, anything in the bed, which is kind of funny because don't like people eat spiders in their sleep or something? I'm getting so off topic. I think this intermittent or whatever it's called fasting is not for me. I just want to eat. Anyways, so yeah, that was the thing. No dogs in the bed, but as time went on, I was like, yo, I want to cuddle with Lua in the bed. Like, I just want to chill and watch a movie with Lua and have her be in the bed. Like, that is so nice. So what we did is we designated this one bed in Lua's room as the bed that she's allowed to chill on, and we can watch movies with her in here, and we could cuddle with her on this bed, and she basically just has one bed in the house that she's allowed to go on, and it works out beautifully. It really works out beautifully for all parties involved. Okay, let's go see the studio. Okay, so in the studio, I added this large plant just to give it a little bit more green, because since the colors in here are so neutral, I figured like a little bit of green has never hurt anybody, and it's still like neutral enough since it's a plant and not like some sort of colored decor. Let me show you my closet and let me run you through some of my drawers, because I feel like I've never shown you the inside of my studio drawers. And I feel like that could be interesting because I'm always curious what is inside your drawers. But again, I'm chismosa, so I don't know if this is a me thing or if this is a common thing, but I'll show you anyways. So before we get into the drawers and the closets, in case you forgot what my studio looks like, this is her. I love the space in here. It's my little glam space. I love to film videos right there, although my one thing that I wish is that I wish the background for the viewer was more interesting, because when I film here, all you really see is these gray doors, and I feel bad. I'm like, ugh, I wish you had something more interesting and cool to look at, but I guess my face is gonna just have to be interesting enough, so get used to it, babies. Okay, so let's get into this closet, which is honestly it. So in here goes the PR and the makeup, and it's all stored pretty well, and I'm honestly just so grateful for this extra space, because in all of my apartments it was always so hard to store makeup and PR and all the stuff that I need for my videos, because there would only be like one storage closet, and it would be for like regular things like vacuums. So that's one of the things I'm most grateful for in this house, is having a space to have things like a foundation bin, a concealer bin, a primer bin. Like, it all just feels right. Also, boo! Did I scare you? To be transparent, I should probably do something about all of this boolia. Like, what is wrong with me? Why do I have all of this just out? But I'll figure that out another day. I also have this like random tray of eyelashes, and it's really funny when I do my makeup and try to pair them together, because sometimes I'll put two different lashes on and it makes me look cross-eyed. Oh, I don't know why I thought my drawers were a lot more organized than they are, but here we go. So these are my palettes. All of these are my palettes. Here's some brow products, some whatever this is, random stuff. This is all hair, so I have my Dyson blow dryer, this blow dryer, some hair tools, some little, here's where I have some hair accessories, which reminds me I should probably move these lingering accessories to where they belong. Here I have my foundations that I like to use, even though I basically only use this one every single day. I have a bunch of blushes. As you can see, most of them are cream blushes. I honestly can't go back to powder brushes. Like, cream brushes are where it's at. And all my lip liners and lip glosses, luckily Nat came and helped me do this, but Nat helped me organize them by color. So like here we have lip liners, but then we have like light pink glosses, darker browns, and then red. And here is all things SPF, baby. Hi, we're outside now. Okay, so as far as outside changes go, this fire pit got built and we got all these chairs surrounding it from Target. We got like the iconic egg chair that I feel like everybody sees in Target in the store and they're like, I need that. So I did that whole I need that cycle for about 5 months and then I finally got her. She's everything. And we got these fire pit chairs along with this fire pit that I'm blanking on where it's from, but it looks like a CB2 one, but it's like a cheapo version. I think it's actually from Home Depot. We have this lettuce grow, which I'm sure you've seen all over TikTok by now, but it's actually really cool and it grows a bunch of stuff. These are like the pods that they come in. We have to replace a couple of them, so that's why they're out like that, but it really is cool seeing this grow. And honestly, I'm just embarrassed to like do the outside tour right now because everything is kind of messy and I'm noticing it as I speak. This rug was removed. I don't know if I need a new rug to ground the space or if I like the Spanish villa looking red tile exposed. And this big flotation device, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing thing to the eye, but it's so nice and so relaxing and it actually holds a bunch of weight. Like I could technically go out there with my laptop and sit on Zoom if I felt like it, which is so iconic. The second lounge chair is on the way. This was a whole drama with the store, but she's coming. And we got a new grill. So this is a Traeger grill and I used to not be particular about grills at all because like literally who cares, but Traegers are where it's at. That's all I'm gonna say on that topic. They are everything. She's trying to hang out and I'm like, just give me 5 minutes so I can do this outro. Hello! Thank you very much for hanging out with me in today's video. I had a great time, as I always do. I am so appreciative of you guys for watching me. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to this channel. Why not? What do you have to lose? A couple laughs? You want to lose a couple laughs? A couple inspo things? Like, don't you want to be inspired? Follow me. Goodbye.